Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've been hearing a lot about COVID-19, and it's very hard for us out here, dealing with this pandemic. This is Xoii, by the way. I'm sorry, I should have introduced myself. This is Xoii Rhenaé, and I'm here to talk about the coronavirus, or COVID-19 as they call it. It's got a lot of people very, very afraid and scared out of their wits, which I understand. But at the same time, it's something that I'm having trouble making sense of. Why? Because how in the hell are we all scared of this virus? But we're not scared of other things. You know what I'm saying? It takes a huge viral pandemic such as corona to cause us to want to sit our asses down and want to be with our families and want to learn to be careful. But when we had the chance to do all of this on our own, we were too busy acting a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got on no makeup today. I'm good. I'm relaxed right now. It takes this one pandemic to get us to get our shit together. You serious right now? It takes one pandemic to want to be with our families and sit the hell down somewhere and learn how to communicate better and make amends. It takes one pandemic to get us to open our eyes and see what the Lord is trying to tell us. It takes one pandemic to get all of the drug dealers and the prostitutes and the street walkers and the football players and the basketball players. It takes all of this to get us to sit our asses down with our families and our loved ones and do what we're supposed to do. That's a motherfucking shame. Why is it a motherfucking shame? Because number one, we should have been done all of this before this COVID-19. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's so fucked up how it takes one virus, one, strong disease for us to do what the fuck we have to do. That is sad as hell. Do you understand? We should have been shut shit down when the opioid crisis was happening. Somebody should have got to the bottom of that. When people were bringing drugs like cocaine and heroin, that should have been off of the street. You know what I'm saying? You arrest prostitutes for street walking and solicitation, but you don't mind porn stars. Porn stars ain't nothing but hoes on camera, nigga. Porn stars ain't nothing but prostitutes doing movies on camera. Now, I'm not trying to judge nobody. If that's your career choice, more power to you. I ain't gonna say I haven't thought about it. Best to believe. I've been through some shit that made me just want to be like, yo, I might want to do it too, because this shit is ridiculous. But at the same fucking time, this country, this world has a way, we all have a way of contradicting ourselves. And that is sad as hell that it takes one strong pandemic to get us to sit the fuck down somewhere and get our shit together and do what the fuck we gotta do. It's sad as shit. It shouldn't have to take all this to open our eyes. We should have been open our eyes a long fucking time ago. It shouldn't have to take all this. You know what I'm saying? We should have been did what we had to do. You want to shut shit down for the corona, but you don't want to sit the fuck down and get to the bottom of HIV or herpes? Now you want to sit the fuck down somewhere? You ain't had no problem fucking everything that move, knowing it's an STD out here that could ruin your life or possibly kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? It take all this for niggas to sit the fuck down somewhere? Seriously? I know that this must be a hard pandemic, you know what I'm saying? It sucks right now. But it takes all of this for people to want to get to the bottom of shit. It takes all of this for people want to be with their families. It takes all of this for people to stop acting the fucking fool in the street. It's so stupid. I get this disease is very, very, scary, and everybody's trying to find a cure and all of that. We need to be safe. We need to be careful. But the truth is, God damn it, we should have been careful. You understand? We should have been careful. Us women, we should have been careful when all this STDs be popping off. These incurable diseases like herpes and syphilis and malaria and AIDS and HIV. Women, we should have been careful. Men, y'all should have been careful. Y'all should have shut it down and learned how to get your partners tested, get yourself tested on a 3 to 6 month basis, man. You should have been careful. You should have been careful with all these damn drugs. You know what I'm saying? All this cocaine, all this heroin, all popping all the Zanes and the ecstasy and the Molly. Y'all should have been fucking careful, man. Y'all should have been shut that down. Y'all wasn't scared of STDs. You ain't scared of popping pills. You ain't scared of smoking crack and dope. But now all of a sudden a huge pandemic comes out, and now you want to sit your ass down somewhere? We should have been careful. We should have learned how to be safe. Ladies, we should have learned how to control, when it comes to sex. We all need to learn how to shut shit down on certain shit. All these diseases are going on. A lot of us women are so busy having sex with every third leg that's moving on the street. You're not afraid of catching AIDS, but now you're afraid of catching corona, bitches. You're afraid of that, but you're not afraid of STDs. You're afraid of catching corona, but you're not afraid of sniffing cocaine or popping pills or smoking dope. Now you're scared of a virus. We all should have been scared. We all should have been careful. This is bullshit. It takes one virus for us to sit the fuck down somewhere? Really? It don't make no sense. It takes one huge pandemic for this world to open their eyes and see that shit is getting real. Like Cardi B say, shit is getting real. Let me tell you something. Shit has been real. The struggle has been real. The diseases have been real. The virus has been real. We should have been shut shit down. We should have been came together. We should have been got shit done. This is bullshit. This is crazy how it takes all this for us to want to love one another, for us to want to sit down somewhere and communicate with our families, for us to want to get the fuck off the streets and stop acting a damn fool. It takes somebody to force us to get our shit together. It takes the government to do a national shutdown. It takes the countries to do international shutdowns for us to get it right. Why should it have taken this for us to get the fuck off the streets and learn to be with our families? Why does it take one pandemic for the drug dealers to stop worrying about hustling on the block and start being home with their girlfriend or their wife and their kids? Why does it take one pandemic for all the prostitutes to sit the fuck down somewhere? Why it take one pandemic for us to call our families and say, I love you? For us to make amends with the ones we were so angry about? Why does it take all the fuck this to get it right? We should have been got it right. God is honestly trying to tell us something, man. This don't make no sense how it takes this for us to want to sit down somewhere and try to do the right thing. That's sad as hell. Shit is getting real. No. Shit has been real. We were just too busy acting the fucking fool. Hustling, prostituting, drug dealing, gang banging. Being angry at those we love. We contradict ourselves as human beings. Now one pandemic strikes and now all of a sudden, oh my God, boo-hoo, I'm scared. Bitch, you should have been scared. Let me tell you something, honey. Now don't get me wrong. I am so, it is a very sad thing to hear that people are dying from this disease. It breaks my heart. to know that little babies, the elderly, many people are passing away from this crisis. Best believe my heart and my prayers go out to those people and their families, because I can't even imagine how much of a trying time this is. But at the same time, let me tell you something. Now you're afraid to die? You should have been afraid. There are many diseases that we can die from. But we ain't afraid of that though. But it takes one pandemic for us to open our eyes and realize that shit is real. No, shit ain't getting real. No. Shit has been real. The struggle's been real. Disease has been real. Virus has been real. We all should have seen it before this pandemic carried out. Now all of a sudden it takes one pandemic for people to understand what the hell is going on in this world right now. Really? Seriously? Seriously? It takes one pandemic for us as a whole, for the communities, for the families, for the countries, for the world, to open our eyes and see that shit is real. Shit ain't getting real. No. Shit has been real. But it takes one episode for us to look at a TV and watch it. It takes one sickness for us to get our asses to the doctor. Wow. Now you know that's a shame. That's a shame. We as people, we as the world, we contradict ourselves. We should have been got it together. This don't make no sense. We should have been got this right. This is crazy. This don't make no sense how we act in this world. It takes one disease for us to want to go to the doctor, go to a hospital, get checked, get ourselves together. It takes one crisis for us to run to our families and let them know we love them. It takes one wrong episode for us to turn on the TV and watch the news. It takes one disease for all of us in the streets to go in the fucking house and sit down somewhere. That's crazy. It's time for us to get it together. Not just during this time, but even after. It's time to get it right before we run out of time. I'm speaking from the heart. It's time for us to get it together. We should have been got it together. But maybe now we will learn to open our eyes and see that the Lord is trying to tell us to get it right before we get left. Because let me tell you something. When Jesus really start coming back and start taking it, but we already dropping like flies. One by one, by two, by three, by three. God is already calling people home, man. And I know that when Jesus really comes back, I know that's where I want to be. Know what I'm saying? I know that's where I want to be. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I get my house in order before the Lord tells me it's too late. It's time for us to get shit right. If you're angry with your families, make amends now. You're angry with your friends, make amends now. If you're too busy drug dealing, gang banging, prostituting, get your life right now. If somebody is dying, go to them. Let the last face they see be you. Your husband, your wife, your child. Anybody dying right now, Go to them. Pray one last prayer. Sing one last song. Do what you gotta do, man. But it is time to get it right and do it now. This coronavirus, this is just another way of the Lord letting us know. Get it right before it's too late. Honestly, we all should have been got it together. But now, since it takes one little episode for us to turn on the damn TV, one disease for us to go to the doctor, one crisis for us to want to repent to the Lord and come together and be with our families and make amends, since it takes all this, which it shouldn't have, this is the time for y'all, for us, to do what needs to be done. Stay at home. If the government tells us to stay at home, just sit the fuck down somewhere. If it's not important, just get your ass in the house and do something. I know. The anxiety is killing me too. I hate the fact that all I can do is just sit out here and make TikTok and Triller videos just to keep myself sane. Making sure my kids are okay, my family's okay. Believe me, being in the house every day, all day is starting to suck. It's making my anxiety and my pressure go up. As young as I am, going on 26. So believe me, I get it. But in order, if you want to get this crisis done and over with, just do what the government told us to do. Just sit down. If you ain't got to go to the store to get food, if it ain't a doctor's visit, if it ain't nothing necessary, just sit your ass down. Just sit down somewhere. Jeez. It's time to get it right. Let's get this pandemic over with. Let's help the sick. Let's be with our families. People who are dying. Families, run to your loved ones if you can. Sing one last song. Pray one last prayer. Do what you gotta do, man. It's time to get it right and get it right now. Before things hit the fan and it's too late. This don't make no sense. I'm Xoii Rhenaé, and this was my video letting people know that it's time to get it right. To everybody who is suffering with COVID-19, my prayers go out to all of you and your families. May the Lord guide you and keep you. Everybody else, sit your ass down somewhere if it ain't important. We're trying to get this over with. And the more you refuse to do what the government is telling you to do, the more it's going to take longer for us to get this done and over with. Alright? This is Xoii Rhenaé. I love y'all. Peace. And may God bless you and keep you. One love.